As all of you may know, social media can harm someone's view on their own body image. Body image is a delicate topic as some people can be sensitive when talking about this kind of stuff. Cyberbullying can negatively affect someone's body image as being violated online can make someone very self-conscious and self-aware of the different features of their body. Cyberbullying can be communicated through comments of a post or through a messaging service on a social media platform, specifically Instagram. This can be prevented by making your account private and only open to people you trust or filtering your comments. Social media can create an atmosphere of competition when people compare themselves to celebrities or models, sometimes even friends and acquaintances. This can make social media a toxic place, and cyberbullying can occur here when people don't think they look as good as someone online. A solution to this problem is to remember that most of these photos are either edited or filtered to make someone appear to have perfect skin or unnaturally good curves. People tend to only post their best photos because who would want to post bad photos of themselves? This can create unrealistic body standards, which are also affected by filters and editing their own photos. This tends to lower someone's self-esteem and self-confidence.
Yeah, I think as the head of department in the college, we do have instances where students are being bullied using social media. I've had to deal with a lot of them in the course of the year. Students that are friends and all of a sudden things do not work out and then they start either bullying them online. And for that reason, we have to step in because the college has got zero policy on students bullying in the college. So we do make sure that at the end of the day, there's no bullying in the college, and try our best to make sure that students feel safe in the college at all times.
I honestly don't know of anybody that has been cyberbullied in relation to their body. Certainly not personally within my group of friends and my family. Being slightly older, I've not used the internet as much as some, and certainly all the social media. It's a bit of a mystery to me. I don't use it, so I've not got any personal experience of people being cyberbullied for their body. I know that obviously it exists. I know that certainly for people of your generation, and certainly younger as well, that it is a major issue, and I've seen it within the press. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't got any personal experience of that particular type of bullying.
I think social media has got a lot of advantages, and it does help us to be able to keep in touch with friends and share volumes of information all over the place. But the downside is the information we get there and the pictures we get there do affect us as human beings. If you are a young lady and then you're seeing images of people that are not the type of your frame body works, then it affects you. You want to be like them. And there are people that become anorexic because they stop eating because they want to be like a picture they saw on the online. And these are things that the college, parents have to be aware to support their teenagers or females or anyone that it is to make sure that they don't always take these images as the 100% what they should be. Because most of them are photoshopped anyway. And trying to be something that doesn't exist can actually damage people, and it's caused a lot of well-being issues. People have had some mental issues because of that. They want to be something that they saw, and it's not always the case. So we need to educate people that it's not always what it is they see out there that is how it's all represented.
I think it's important that there is regulation for social media. You know, we've got these massive multinational companies which aren't based in the UK, you know, they're worldwide. And if there isn't regulation, and I know that the government are bringing in the regulation related to social media and use of IT. I think it's important that the regulation is there, because if something is happening which is obviously wrong with regards, as you said, the cyberbullying, looking at body image, etc., we need to have a mechanism so that can be tackled and stopped. So I think regulation is important, because if you've got no regulation, it's like the Wild West. People can just do whatever they want to do. And it's a similar situation as well if you're thinking about the development of artificial intelligence, and obviously the use of that, ChatGPT and your deep fakes and that sort of stuff. If there's not regulation there to oversee that, you know, it's going to be a real issue for people. And it does have, I know it does have an effect upon young people and older people's mental health, as to, you know, if within social media they're being targeted by trolls, etc. It's really important that we have some way that can be tackled and stopped.
Yeah, I think there should be laws to actually regulate social media. It's a free-for-all platform. People are able to put whatever they want out there. I think there's already been an impact where the government has come out with laws that removes images or information that is actually misinformation or not the correct one. But I think the government needs to do more to make sure that whatever we read out there is correct and is safe for everyone. But I would expect the government to do more on that.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
If you're a young person and you're looking at the images within social media, often those images may well be tweaked. If we're looking at photos of, you know, influencers and stars and those sort of things, so they're not necessarily the natural image of what they actually look like. They've been enhanced, the changes have been made, and it's going to be impossible for individuals to meet those sort of images and to say if that's what is expected as the norm. You know, very few people, if any, can actually meet those expectations. So I think it's important that when you're looking at social media, you do look at the images and you do realise that, you know, the likelihood is that is not actually what the person fully looks like. There's been some form of editing of the image, and so we shouldn't be setting that as the norm for what people look like. And if you go back to when I was young, it obviously wasn't social media, it wasn't on the internet. It was images within magazines. You know, there used to be, if you go back many years, there was sort of like the cocaine chic images of the models who are really, really thin, looked as though they were, you know, on taking drugs. They weren't, but that was seen as sort of like that's the image that people had. And it's important that we realise that everybody is themselves. You know, whoever you are, that is who you are, and you don't need to change yourself to look like anybody else.